Okay, so the first job we're going to do in the garden is just going to weed this border. Now, let me just show you this. Now, weeding obviously is a little bit of a shit job. Nobody likes doing it, but it's one of those. It needs doing. It looks tatty, and it's not a lot of work to do. But yeah, so we're just going to get all the weeds out, tidy up. Put a little bit of compost on the top just to freshen the border up, and it'll look a million times better. So when I do a garden myself, I'll always say to people, the gardens that I do are low maintenance. It's a big thing at the moment. Everyone wants no maintenance. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as no maintenance. No maintenance is I can't be asked doing it myself, or I can't be asked doing the garden that I've paid for, basically. So that's no maintenance. If you've got a patio, you've got artificial grass, lawn, borders, anything, even if it's the minimal gardens, which I can't stand nowadays, but it seems to be all the rage. But if you've got a patio, astroturf, fence panels, there's nothing worse. But I mean, if that's what you go for, that's what you go for. But you've still got to put a shift in. You've still got to brush the astroturf, you've got to get any leaves up, bird mess, anything like that. It soon goes flat. So you've still got to put a shift in to get it looking nice. So what I build is low maintenance gardens, and I always try and tell people that you've got to put a shift in. But I want you to go out there. I want you to enjoy the garden. I want you to want to go out there. And that's the thing I try and get across with even my own garden as well. I can look at it and it still looks okay, it still looks nice, but there's always jobs that need doing, and it's just a case of when you do them, really. So today we're going to put a little bit of shift in. Like I say, there's loads to do around the garden, but even though it looks fairly okay, there's always jobs to do. So right, I'll set the camera up. So I use headphones, and again I bought them originally for I bought them originally for the gym. I was going to the gym about 4 years ago or something, and then I did my shoulder in. So but the problem, I stopped going then. But the problem is then that when you've got a baldy head like me, the headphones slide off your head. So I didn't use them for a little while, and then I started using them for work, because I used to have one of them big boombox things, and all the neighbours can hear what you're doing, and it's not great. So I put the headphones on. I look a bit of a dick in them, I know that. The years of me trying to look good and trying to be cool and all the rest of it are long gone. So I'm just happy being content now. So I got these Sony headphones. They're fabulous. I listen to BBC Sounds, got the Radio 2 shows, sounds of the 70s, sounds of the 60s, great music, sounds of the 80s even, and rock, anything like that, anything. Spotify, TalkSport, I listen to it all, but I say it's just escapism, and it makes the jobs like this just seem less boring. So like I say, it's just a nice way to escape, and you can still potter and do things, and you're kind of oblivious that you're doing it then. Okay, so right, let's crack on. Okay, so just make sure. Okay, so that's all weeded. A couple of loose stones up there needs replacing, but that's okay. And like I say, I'm not that anal about perfection. I think it's a garden. I think it's going to get messy. Just need to be perfect. But the main thing is, whatever you put in there, you enjoy, and that's quite important. Because you want to enjoy a short space, you can do whatever you want with it. Me personally, I like flowers, I like plants. I don't like minimal is, I don't know, it's not for me. Like I say, I try and put bits on my page, and like I say, it's you like what you like, but for me, the way gardening's gone over the last 5, 8, 10 years, whatever it might be, is a bit of a shame, really. But so I like to encourage people to do a bit of gardening, even if it's subconsciously, even if you're just out here, you listen to a bit of music. It's nice. The weather at the moment is a bit crap, but like I say, with headphones on, with a bit of music, it's not really it's not really a chore. It's quite nice. You just have to wrap up. So what I'm going to do now, I've got a bit of compost knocking around, and I was just guiding it. So we're going to pop that in. Now, B&Q closed the gardening section before because of strong winds. I'm not quite sure what that means. So I had to get some just some bedding compost, but it's fine. It's fine. Any compost you put on is good. There's no rubbish compost, so it'll just improve the soil, and it'll just be ready for planting then. So let's crack on with that. Right, so that's that. I think that's great. I think it looks a lot better. Okay. So, like I say, taking the weeds out. She's lovely. And put some compost on. And like I say, even though I jet washed yesterday, you've got some soil on the borders, some on the floor. It's fine. Like I say, I'm not that bothered. I'm very aware that gardens get messy, and if you worry about it too much, you stress about it too much, you won't enjoy the garden as much then. So it's a garden, it's outside, it's the rain, the wind, the snow. Like I said, we have the bird feeders on there. You see that? There's one there. The squirrel gets that. There's another one there. We like the birds, but I say with that comes mess. So it's nice. Depends what you like. So what I'm going to do now is put a bit of water on this just to tidy the border up, and that's it. dogs are just kicking off the next dog. So I'll wrap it up there. Like I say, that's the border. That's great. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you for the next job.